Thank you for that kind introduction, and welcome to this beautiful room in the Music City Center. Before I get started, I want to acknowledge just a few people. First, we have a couple of council members with us here today who have always been interested in downtown, have always been interested in good design and the future of our city. Erica Gilmore is here with us. Erica, good to see you. And Peter Westerholm are with us. And I would like to acknowledge my friend and our former mayor, Bill Purcell, who's with us today. Last week, we opened the doors to this building to the national public, and it was fitting to let our citizens have the first glance. So on Sunday, the building was opened up to the citizens in Nashville, and we were expecting somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 people to show up. We had about 15,000 to 20,000 people come on the opening day. We had live music performances throughout the building during the open house, including from members of the Songwriters Hall of Fame. The National Symphony gave the first public performance in the Grand Ballroom to over 2,500 people. And on Monday, we cut the ribbon. That night, the Fisk Jubilee Singers, Vince Gill, the Time Jumpers, rising pop star Mickey Echo, and the new Nashvilleian Sheryl Crow played to 10,000 concert attendees on Fifth Avenue. The two-day event truly showcased Nashville's unique identity and our appeal as Music City. And as we reflect on the opening of the Music City Center, I strongly believe that we invested in the project at the right time. The decision to build the Music City Center at the depths of the recession was not an easy one, but because we made the decision to move forward when we did, we saved millions of dollars in material costs, the price of steel, drywall, and virtually every other component of the building has increased significantly since 2010. The financing was done at extremely low interest rates. We put 7,300 people to work during the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression, and the building opened just as the economy nationally is beginning to improve. These factors have helped make the Music City Center a success story even before the first convention has been held here. After the ribbon cutting, I was honored to give my State of Metro address, and my message in the speech was this: while this was a day for us all to celebrate an achievement for our city, we still have a lot of work to do in making Nashville even a better place to live and work. I am reminded that we can't rest on our laurels and that we need to get back to work. For the people who visit Nashville to attend an event at our convention center, they will leave with an impression of our city. We know that that impression will be great music, great food, and very friendly people. It's the reason visitors love coming here. It's a brand and experience that cities across the country envy. We've worked hard to achieve where we are today, and that's evidenced by all of you in this room. But if I could deepen the experience and knowledge our visitors have about Music City, I want them to leave with an impression that we're not just a great place to visit, but that we are a great place to start a business, raise a family, and build a future. A place where the dignity of each individual is respected, where everyone who has a desire can find opportunity and enjoy a high quality of life. One specific thing that I talked about during the State of Metro on Monday that will help us maintain a high quality of life is better mass transit. Our city has been talking about this for the entire over 30 years that I've lived in Nashville. Creating transit that is convenient and fast as taking a car. The time has come for us to stop talking and start doing. And we are already behind our peer cities in this area. I spent the day in Charlotte and North Carolina, and last night the Charlotte Council approved the work for a new trolley line. This is in addition to the already existing light rail. And that made me think of two things. One, Charlotte and Austin are the two cities we're compared to most frequently. We need to remain a city that competes in terms of quality of life and in terms of providing safe and affordable transit to people. But also that when you begin a process like this, you begin with one line, but you keep going. you build it around the city so that everyone can have the same opportunity. And traffic projections based on the growth that we already know is showing that the commute time from West Nashville to downtown is going to double in the next 3 to 5 years. That's why we need the AMP, the new bus rapid transit system that will run from 5 points in East Nashville to White Bridge Road in West Nashville. Engineers have figured out how to keep the same number of through lanes for cars while setting aside dedicated bus lanes along most of the route. The experience of taking the AMP will be much like using light rail or a subway. You'll arrive at the station, pay before you board, the vehicle will pull up level to the platform, double sets of doors will slide open to allow everyone to get on quickly without waiting in line or going up steps. And off it goes to the next stop without getting stuck in traffic. This matters to you and your industry, and I hope you will get engaged in the conversation about transit in our city in the weeks and months ahead.